Everybody, today we're going to do my initial review and impressions of the Graphene Ceramic coating by Egoflex. This is a ceramic coating, and so what we have here is a truck that's just been polished. So these doors have been compounded and polished. They're ready to go. That's really important anytime you're doing any kind of coating. So let's take a look at what we have in the box here. So first we have the instructions. Again, this is the ceramic graphene coating, and it's pretty simple instructions. The instructions tell us to shake the bottle really well. And here's the bottle right here. Very nice packaging. You can see it is a glass bottle, so it feels very premium. And again, this is a graphene ceramic coating, professional coating, but you can do this at home. So the instructions tell us to, of course, clean, decontaminate, make sure you have the surface perfectly clean. I always recommend at least a polish, but in this case we have compound and polished. It includes 2 of these suede applicators, and these are what you're going to apply the ceramic coating with. They're very soft. It also comes with a pair of gloves, which is important so that you don't get this on your skin, and then a microfiber towel to buff off after it sits to cure for a little while. So you have 2 of these. So I'm going to put the gloves on and get started, and I'm going to show you the process and what my initial impressions are. All right, so we're set here. We've got 1 pair of the gloves. It does come with 2 pairs of gloves, really nice. 2 applicators, 2 towels, so you're set to really do 2 cars here. And I've shaken up the bottle really well. And so once we open the bottle, you can see here it has a really nice drip top on it, which helps you to get the right amount. So the instructions say 6 to 8 drops on the applicator. So we're going to do our best to get 6 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably a little bit more than we need, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to put the bottle there, put the cap back on. It does say to use this product in a well-ventilated area. It does have somewhat of an alcohol smell to it, so obviously if you're indoors, you'll want to use some sort of respirator. So the goal here is to have even coverage. So to maintain a wet area, I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick up on that. In my experience, you want to do this until you start feeling it resist and grab, and I'm starting to feel that already. So I'm just going to add a few more drops, which is pretty typical. Every time you're doing a ceramic coating, when you first start, the applicator's dry, and so it's going to soak it up a little bit. So I'm just going to add several more drops on there. And staying organized, I'm just going to go up and down with a slight overlap and just make sure I have good, even coverage. Just about off camera here, but I'm just going to go across the whole entire panel. And then I'll just come back and do a cross-hatching pattern, just again to make sure that my coating is very even. We don't want any high spots. We want just an even, thin coating. But again, to make sure we have full coverage. All right, that's good. So the instructions here say to let it cure and sit for 2 to 5 minutes. That's going to depend on the conditions, humidity, temperature. And so what you want to look for, any of these kind of coatings, is when you start seeing it somewhat get a rainbow effect. Then it's ready to buff off and be finished. So we're just going to watch this for a couple minutes, and once we see the rainbow effect, I'm starting to see it up here a little bit. It's going to be probably hard to see on the camera, but I'll take my included microfiber towel. I'm going to fold it in 4 so I can have a fresh side several times, and we'll start buffing this off and see what the results are. So just give another angle here so you might be able to see the effect as it dries. It's hard to pick up on camera, but it is starting to have that rainbow effect. So we're just about ready to buff this off. All right, it's been about 3 minutes and I think we're ready to wipe off, and it looks like it's coming off really, really nicely. So I'm just using a gentle pressure, not much, and I'm gonna go over the whole panel with this circular motion. Again, I'm not putting hardly any pressure at all here. And I'm going to flip the microfiber towel over as I go here, just to make sure I'm not getting any high spots. And I can feel this is very slick. So I'm gonna flip my rag to the inside so I've got some fresh sides. And again, very light pressure. I'm just gonna go back and forth. Just ensure that there are no high spots. And I'll tell you what, that looks great. It's as slick as can be, and it was just very, very easy to use. It was absolute breeze. So instructions say that you want to avoid getting water for at least a couple hours. 4 to 6 hours is what the recommended time is. My experience, any of these kind of graphene ceramic coatings, 24 hours is best. Make sure you're not going to be in the rain. If you have the ability to pull the vehicle into a garage, that's even better, to be in a climate controlled area. But overall, my impressions of the graphene ceramic coating by Egoflex application was very easy. The kit is pretty comprehensive, has just about everything you need. And the performance, at least initial application, is fantastic. I think anybody could tackle this and save yourself some money from paying a professional to ceramic coat your car. So once again, this is the graphene ceramic coating by Egoflex.